Yo, what is up, guys? A lot of you have asked me for like an offensive playbook and like what I run. As you can see, I'm top 50th in the world for seasons. I play a lot of seasons. I like playing this game. I've done a lot of like workshops and like trying to figure out what's the best plays. I Some of these plays aren't like mine. I'll link all the people's channels in the description that I got some of these plays from. But I hope you guys enjoy.
Yo, what is up, guys? Today I'm going to be going over my offensive playbook that I run in weekend league that I have gotten 20 wins, 19 wins, and a bunch of 16 wins this year. This is a very simple offensive playbook. If you aren't like the most confident, this is definitely what you want to run. It's very easy and simple, and I'm going to start off with I form close, which is the easiest running formation in the game. Oh wait, sorry. This is in the Saints playbook. This is not the 49ers playbook. This is the Saints playbook. So what you want to do is you're going to set up your audibles. You're going to press X, and then you're going to put the PA slant shots. And then instead of inside zone, you're going to go halfback stretch. And then instead of PA tight end corners, you're going to go halfback sweep. The first play I always run out of this is just a halfback stretch. And we're going to random defense. I always run this at like the beginning of games to like figure out if I can run on the person, I'm going to run on them. If like you can pick up like 5 or 6 yards per carry, just keep running it. Just keep running like these stretches. Like maybe switch it up sometimes and run like a halfback dive, and just keep running these stretches. And if you get to like a spot like where you want to switch, you can like just literally flip the play and run it the other side, and they might not like notice it. And it's just such an easy way to get like chunk yards. And if this is definitely what you want to come out with like in the beginning of the game when you're trying to like figure out if they're going to be able to like shoot the gaps or stop your run game. If they can stop your run game, then I'll show you what you do after that. But if they can't stop your run game, just keep running. This next play, it's really good, but you gotta have like tight end apprentice or hot route master. I'd suggest like Dan Marino. He's really good. He has hot route master, but it's the PA Saint shots, and this might not work in this practice mode because it really helps when their user and they're trying to shoot the gaps, and it's just like see like none of the linebackers move, but you have the Kittle wide open, and the two crossing routes are what you're gonna look for. I don't really look for the deep post, but sometimes I'll always want to watch him, but never. That's not your first read. Your first read is X and A, and you just want to hit them when they're open. People with really good like medium route running are good for this. If you don't have hot route master, you can put Kittle on a drag. It also works pretty well, and Kendrick Bourne will get open. The only thing you do need to worry about is their user. If they don't fall for the run fake, like this only really works if you are running the ball really well, and they're like cheating to try to stop the run. And sorry, if they're cheating to stop the run, this will work really well. If they're not, then this might not be the best play. So I like to run like a couple dives, a couple stretches, and then I'll pull this out to get like a big chunk play, and maybe even a touchdown. But don't come out and run this like the first play of the game. It doesn't really work if you block Kittle. Actually, you know what? It does work. I got pressure there. I threw an interception. This play is really good if you can consistently run and get pressure on the quarterback, not on their defense. I like to run like that inside zone. The only problem with inside zone this year are he has inside stuff. So he didn't do it there, but he'll actually absolutely blow up any inside zone you run. So let's see if he they're actually getting pretty good blocks on him. But if you do see someone who has inside zone, I'd shy away from inside zone runs. And if you do like absolutely love inside zones, the best way to do it is just double team the guy with inside stuff. If there is two inside stuffs, then I wouldn't run. And they didn't even double team right there. But he doesn't play as good in this practice mode as he does in online. So this is like the first formation I like to run. I've This is just killing clock and starting off the game. Because if I can run on the guy, I'm not going to stop running because it's the hardest thing to stop. And, oh, I forgot to show you drag wheel. This is pretty good for the red zone. But your first read here is actually the fullback. He does this really weird route, and it's mostly linebackers who are on him. But this is also really good in the red zone within like 10 yards. Because, and he does like this really weird route, and he gets wide open right there. A lot of people take for granted the fullback and like the user, the guy who's supposed to be covering the fullback. So this guy will get wide open a lot of the time. I really like this play. And if you have a really good like deep route running, oh, that was a bad read. Kendrick Bourne went up and got it. But if you have a really good deep route running, like a Tyron Calico, you could look for that deep post. The next formation is gun empty. So gun empty Saints. So this is like the first one you go, and you just click over twice, and then it's gun empty Saints. And the the 4 plays you want to take is, you take out the X one, and go down and put the Y sticks, and then you take out the quick screen, and you take the Saints clear out, the left bumper, and then you put the Saints drags, and then right bumper, and you do the Saints comeback. So the first one I like to run is this Y sticks. It is a anything beater. It will beat any coverage, and it's probably the easiest read you're ever gonna have to make. You're watching Trent Taylor or Kendrick Bourne, and if you're playing like Ultimate Team and you have really good short route running wide receiver, put him where Trent Taylor is. If you have good medium route running, put him where Kendrick Bourne is. But this is the easiest read. All you got to look for is which one the user goes to. This will beat any coverage. All you got to do is watch where the user goes. The audibles you need to make for this one is put RB on a slam, put A on an out, B on an out, and X on an out. So this is the easiest read you ever gonna have to make. But there is like one or two defenses that can kind of put a wrench in it. If they're playing like a deep, like if they switch like their zone drops to like a very weird zone drop that can only beat it. I won't put that in the video because I don't want people to know how to stop my offense. But there is like a certain zone drop that you can beat this with. But it's very rare. I've only faced it like once or twice in like all the Weekend Leagues games I played. But all you gotta do is watch for where the user is going, and then wherever the user is not going, make sure there's not like a weird zone coverage like glitch or like they got bumped or something, and then throw it to wherever the user is not at. And it's very easy, and you can drive down the field in like 5 plays with this. And I'm just gonna throw it to Trent Taylor. And I really like this one because there's a big chance you break it for a touchdown. This is probably my favorite play in Madden 20, but I'll go show you my second favorite play. It's the same formation, and it's Saints drag. And this is a very good cover 3 beater. So like cover 3 sky press, which is a very popular why am I blinking? It's a very So the next play is Saints drags, which is probably my favorite play, or my second favorite play, sorry. But the only audibles you got to do is put your tight end on a streak. There is 2 things you got to watch for. If Kendrick Bourne is getting pressed, this is a really good play because it's like an outside release fade. And if this is a cover 3, Kittle will get open. And if none of them are open, you just want to throw to like the small drags. But a lot of the times they'll get open. Yeah, see right there, it's This happens in online too. If you have a very good deep route running, like receiver, the person who's covering them will get confused and just let them run right past them. And yeah, see, like right there, just right past them. Kendrick Bourne's not even a good receiver in this game. He is in real life, but not in this game. And he just runs right past him. The other read you want to do is watch Kittle, and he's wide open, and you just want to lead him to wherever the safety is not. And it's a very, very good play. This is very good versus cover 1 or cover 3, because you got Kittle right there. Lead him towards the outside, and leading is just with the left stick. You just kind of point it wherever the safety is not, and then you throw, and he'll throw it like towards that direction. But again, Kendrick Bourne gets wide open. If they have a good like corner with like one step ahead, that won't really work that well, but it works very, very well. And this is one of my favorite plays. The amount of times I've won because of this, and I have like Vernon Davis as my tight end, and he has really good deep route running. So he just burns everybody. And if a linebacker's on Vernon Davis, gone. Even Kittle can outrun like most linebackers. But the other ones you can just dump it off to like these drags. It's not as effective, but you can if you want. But mostly you want to hit like these two out like deep routes, like Kendrick Bourne or George Kittle. And you want to put your best deep route running receiver where Kendrick Bourne is. This next play is a very, very good cover 2 beater. If you know the person is in cover 2, you want to run this. And it is Saints clear out. And I'm going to put them in a cover 2. The Tampa 2. So what you want to do is you want to put the tight end on a drag. You want to put Trent Taylor on a slant. You want to put both the outside receivers on comeback routes, which is just the left trigger when you're in your audibles. And the only read you're going to have here is Kendrick Bourne. He's going to break out and then it's going to be wide open. And this only is if he's like a simple Tampa 2, cover 2. Because if they put a deep blue, it's not going to work. So this is good. Oh, I just did it against a random play here, and I'm going to show you how it really doesn't work, like if it's not a cover 2. Because it's just, actually, you know what, it might. Yeah, see, because that safety got pulled down there. So there, this might work, but I don't know. It really, okay, I don't know what that is. It really works against a cover 2, and I only run it if I absolutely know for certain it's a cover 2. The last play is Saints comeback. This is very good if you have a good short route running tight end. So basically, your only really reads here are the tight end or your Trent Taylor, which is RB receiver. And what you want to be looking for is where the user goes. You can hit George Kittle or your tight end out of the backfield, and he'll pick up a couple yards. And then the next play, if you run like the, why is it going in a no huddle? This is kind of annoying. And the next play, if you want to run it again, he's going to know that route for the tight end, and he's going to jump it, and then you can hit that route right there, right over his head. And you can, I've got a couple touchdowns over this. This is probably my favorite for red zone, because if he doesn't cover the tight end, then it's just an easy, short touchdown, because it's just like 2 yards. And if he does cover the tight end, you can hit the Trent Taylor coming over the top. You do got to watch out for other safeties and stuff. But that is it for this formation, and I'll go over my third and final formation that I like to run. So this is my normal, probably my normal offense. I run this offense a lot more than I run any at the other ones. But the first run I always do is the 0-1 trap. This works very well. And I run it plain a lot, and you can see the blocks just set up very well, and you can get a good 5 to 6 yards each time, and you can take it all the way a lot. Like the amount of times I've gotten a one-play touchdown off this this is a very good run, and your opponent's gonna really sell out for the run because how good this is, and that's what you want to do. With this formation, you want to be running and passing about 50% of the time, so 50-50 split between running and passing. The other play after like I run a couple times and get them really trying to sell out for the run, I'll run the Saints drive out. This is a really good play if you're running against like someone running like Gut Fox's defense, where he puts like the deep blue and uh, like this. I don't know. It's just a Gut Fox's defense. You can really tell because the middle of the field is really open. But what you want to watch for is Debo, and then lead him out, and and he'll get open. But you have to lead him out, which is just taking the left trigger and like pushing it towards like the out, like where you want the ball to go, and then the safety will freeze up, and then Debo will be wide open. Deep route running is really good for this. So if you have like a calico receiver, this is what you want to do. This doesn't work all the time, so I sometimes just hit the drag. See, like it was man coverage there. It doesn't work against man coverage. This is mostly a zone beating play. The other play I like to run is bench. And this is just really good because like if you have a short route running, you can just hit this guy right underneath. It's probably the best play for short gains. This inside zone is also really easy. You can just run it up. If you have Hot Route Master, what you want to do is like you want to do bench, and you want to put like after you run like a couple corner routes, they're gonna start cheating over and trying to stop the corners with their user. So what you want to do is just want to put Samuel on like a post route and just hit him right out of his break. I don't have Hot Route Master with Garoppolo, but that's a very, very simple thing to do.